Hi, my name is Allie. It's very nice to meet all of you. I am from New York State. I hope you enjoy the class. I agree that learning phrasal verbs can be a little bit overwhelming, but if we just have fun, we can enjoy it too. I hope you enjoy it, and it's very nice to meet all of you. So let me start by first, let's just share the screen really quickly. Okay. So phrasal verbs, they're a little overwhelming. There's actually over 10,000 of them in the English language, but in English, we use them every day. It's just part of our language. It's part of how we communicate with each other. So what is a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb is a verb that is combined with a participle. So it can be a verb plus an adverb, a verb plus a preposition, and a verb plus an adverb and a preposition. The most important thing is that the combination of these words will create a new meaning. Usually it's a meaning that you really can't look up in a dictionary. You have to have the words together to understand what it means in the language and to use it correctly. So what's an adverb? What's a preposition? And what is an adverb plus a preposition? These are just parts of speech. So a verb, it is an action or a state. The cat is sleeping. The action would be that the cat is sleeping. She is playing soccer. The action is that she's playing soccer. She eats her breakfast. The action is to eat. The girl is sad. The state is that she is sad. The boy with the blue hair is happy. The state is that he is happy. I am teaching English. That is a verb. We are talking, or just we talk. They're verbs, things that we are doing. He is walking. She sleeps. They are verbs. They're things that people do. So it can be an action, run, walk, eat, think, sleep, read, and even play. It can be a state, such as is, am, or are. So she is sad. I am happy. We are excited. It's just a state of being. An adverb, it describes a word. So it can describe a verb, an adverb, an adjective, or an entire sentence. Remember, an adjective describes a person, a place, or a thing. So if I was to say faster, so a car is faster than a bicycle, or the turtle moves slow. They happily got married in June, or the sunset is beautiful, or the beautiful sunset is, I don't know, nice to look at. These are all adverbs. Other adverbs are adverbs of things like location. I am at home. Time, maybe you can say, now I am learning my English. We can also use them for time like yesterday. Yesterday it was windy. Comparing things. Ice cream is better than vegetables. Or something like the rainy weather is worse than sunny weather. So we're using it to describe. You can describe a verb, so an action word or state of being. You can describe an adjective, a sentence, or an adverb. There's also a preposition. So a preposition is a word that is used before a noun, and it's to show connection to another word in a sentence. There are many prepositions in English. So for example, the dog sleeps on the chair. On is in the preposition. I am in my home. In is a preposition. We go to the beach. To is a preposition. They're very common in English. They're just connecting words. It's used all the time. So remember what a phrasal verb is. It's a verb plus a participle. The combination, it creates the new meaning. So when I combine them together, get, for example, get and on, I get on the bus. That creates a new meaning than just get and on. Or I look up. So look means to see, and up means in the direction. So I look up the word in the dictionary. These are all phrasal verbs that we use in daily life. So my daily routine. So we're going to look at phrasal verbs and how we use them in daily life. So in the morning, my alarm clock goes off at 6 a.m. So goes off means that your alarm clock makes a sound for you to hear and you wake up. I want to sleep in, but I wake up at 6:15. So to sleep in means that you continue sleeping later than you would normally wake up. So a lot of times in America, we like to sleep in on our weekends. Usually on Sunday, it's the day of rest, of course, so we like to just sleep in. Wake up means that you stop sleeping. You open your eyes and you're awake. You're no longer sleeping anymore. So I wake up at 6:15. I stay in bed and go through my emails and my texts. So stay in means that you're not going to leave your bed. You're going to stay in your bed. You're going to sit in your bed and you're not going to walk out of it. To go through means to read or to look at something. Usually it's like you scan it really quickly. So I'm going to go through my emails. I'm going to read through my emails and texts. Maybe I will reply. Maybe I will just read through them. To physically get up, this means you're out of your bed now. So you're no longer sitting in your bed, you're physically up, you're standing, you're fully awake in the morning. I get up at 6:30. I jump or hop in the shower. So to jump in or hop in means to get into something very quickly. Put on. I put on my clothes and shoes. So put on means that you're going to get dressed. You're going to put on your pants, your shirt. You're going to physically put something on your body. So I put on my New York Mets hat. Put on. I put on it on my head. Perk up. So I drink a cup of coffee to perk up. In English, perk up means just you're going to make yourself happier, more energetic, more awake. Maybe you're so tired from sleeping. So then you drink your coffee and you perk up, and all of a sudden you have all this energy. To cook up, I cook up some oatmeal for breakfast. To cook something up just means you're going to cook it. You're going to prepare food to eat. So I can say I cook up some rice, I cook up some beans, I cook up some chicken. Just you can say it with anything. I cook up some oatmeal for breakfast. Usually it's something heated. So you wouldn't say something like I'm cutting up an apple, I cook up an apple. It usually is more something heated. So I cook up rice, noodles, anything like that. So I cook up some oatmeal for breakfast. I go to work. Well, not nowadays. You're probably just staying at home. I pack up my lunch. So this means you physically are going to take an item and you usually put it in a bag, a box, a bin, a container, a purse. For females, a purse. So I pack up means I physically put an item in a bag. I pack up my lunch. So we can say something like, I pack up my briefcase for work. Or for school, I pack up my school bag. Or we pack up the suitcase to go to the beach. So get on, that means you're physically going to enter the bus. I get on the bus for work at 8 a.m. We use get on for any sort of transportation. So I get on the boat, I get on the plane, I get on the bus, but don't confuse it with get in. So for a car, you would say I get in the car. So we physically get in the car, or I get in the taxi. I get on the bus for work at 8 a.m. Log in. So when you sit at your computer and you sit at your desk, we say log in. Log in is when you enter your information. What's your name, what's your password, your username, and you log in to get access to the program you're using or to the app you're using. So I log into my computer. So we can say, I log into my email. I log into Zoom. I log into Facebook. I log into Skype. I log into my computer. I write down my reports. So to write down, it's just to write. So I write down my reports. So I write down my name is to put writing on paper or board. So I write down my reports. Catch up. At lunch, I catch up with my friends. To catch up just means you're talking with your friends. Usually it's about life. How are you? How's your life? How's your family? What do you think about work? It's really a social conversation. At lunch, I catch up with my friends. Or during the holidays, I visit and I catch up with my family. To pick up. So to pick up, it basically means to just get something. I go home, I pick up some food at the market. So usually it's to get something from another place. So right now, I pick up my mug. I pick up the marker. I pick up some food at the market. So I'll say, like, I pick up some apples at the store, or we can say something like, you can even say something like, I pick up the baby. To physically lift up, to pick up can also mean just to get, to acquire. In the evening, I work out for an hour. Workout means just to exercise. Do you run? Do you lift weights? Do you do yoga? I work out for an hour. I order in some pizza for dinner. When you order in, you call on the phone or on an app or on the internet somehow, some electronic device. You call, you order your food, and then another person will bring it to your home. So they'll give it to you, they'll deliver it to you. So I order in some pizza for dinner. We in America, another way to say it is takeout. So takeout means that you go and you can get food from another place and you bring it home. Some places might call it takeaway. Takeout, takeaway, they're all the same thing. It's just going to another place, acquiring the food and bringing it home, or having the food delivered to you. I clean up the house. I wash the dishes and sweep the floor. So to clean up, just make it clean, make it tidy, no longer dirty. Maybe you wash the dishes, do the laundry, sweep the floor, mop, just make it not clean. Make it clean and not as dirty as before. I take out the trash. So take out the trash is you take it from the trash bin, you take it, you remove it from your home, from your apartment. Maybe you put it in a garage, maybe you put it out on the street. You're just removing it from the apartment. So takeout can be used by many things. You put the apple in the bag and you're going to take it out. I take out the apple from the bag. At night, I sit down on my sofa. So this means that instead of standing, you're physically going to sit down on your sofa. I turn on my television and chill out. So to turn anything on, it means you're going to give power to a device. You're going to turn on the electricity to it. So, you can turn on a remote, a TV. I turn on my phone. I turn on my computer. I turn on my car, start the engine. So anything that makes you physically give power to or energy to a device. I turn on my television and chill out. Chill out means you're going to relax. You're not going to be working. You're going to just be relaxing. Maybe you'll watch some TV, listen to music, go on social media, just relax. At 11, I turn off the television and lights. Turn off means to turn the power of the electricity off. So I turned it on, I turn on, and then I turn off. I turn off the lights. When I turn off the lights, it's now dark. I get in bed and doze off to sleep. So to get in, you're physically going to get in bed. To doze off just means you're going to start kind of falling asleep. You're going to close your eyes, but you're not fully asleep yet. So we use get in lots of ways. I get in bed, I get in the car, I get in the taxi. We use it in many, many forms. So remember, a phrasal verb is a verb combined with another element. It needs to have the verb and the other element to be the phrasal verb. So in the world's current pandemic, which is absolutely horrendous. Be safe and healthy and rise. Put on a mask. So when you put on your mask, it's going to be on your face, it's going to be covering it, and you're going to be wearing it. Wash. So wash, 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 wash. Wash in warm water. That means you're going to physically be putting your hands in warm water, and you're going to be washing in warm water. Stock up on food and necessities. So to stock up on means you're going to get a large amount of something, and you're going to, we say, keep it in your home for later use. So stock up on food, beans, rice, anything like non-perishable. So like canned goods. Stock up on food and necessities. Necessities are things like toilet paper, toilet tissue, medicines, soap, hand sanitizer. So stock up means to get a large collection of for later use for emergencies. Hang out with friends online. So to hang out just means to, you know, be friends, talk to each other, do it online. Just, you know, I guess have fun, talk with your friends online. Don't go out unless necessary. So go out means that you're physically going to leave your home or your apartment, going to walk out of the building into a public space. So don't go out unless you need to for work, for necessities. Stay in. So to stay in means you're going to stay in your house. You're not going to leave your house. You're not going to go to the store unless you need to. You're not going to go, you know, hang out with friends and go to the movies or whatever. Just stay in your home. And most importantly, enjoy learning English online with CUNY ELI so you can log in and enjoy your classes. Okay. It was very, very nice to present to you today. Do you have any questions or comments or any questions?
Let's see. Let's see, Ali. So for maybe for native speakers, that will be naturally normal how to use
Yes.
if it's in, on, or up or out, right?
Yeah.
Is there any kind of I don't want to say technique, but is there any clue students can have uh, any kind of rule instead of using in, on, or which particle they should be using?
I don't know of any certain rule. I would just say to just practice, I would say just practice using them. And the more you're exposed to them and talk with the English speaker, then you will kind of get that there are definitely certain patterns. So, you know, we say put on a mask. We don't say put in a mask. That would kind of imply that you're going to eat it. We say get in the car, not get on the car. So, you know, just, I mean, if I was to get on the car, I would be physically sitting on the car. We say we get in the car because you're opening a door and you're getting into the car. Get on a boat. It's because you're physically walking onto the boat. So I get on the boat. Same thing with I get on the bus. You're physically walking onto the bus. So I definitely think just using language is very important, and you'll kind of get it after a while that there are certain patterns that are used more than others. As far as like get off, or I mean, same thing. You get on something, so you have to get off of something. You get in the car, you get out of the car. So they always match. So get in, get out, get off, get on. So they're usually opposites that match. Do you have any other questions?
All right. Well, I would like to invite people watching on Facebook if they wanna participate. You can write your questions there. If you have any question for Ali, you can give it a try now. If you want to tell us which country you're watching or which city, you can write it down so we can maybe use a phrasal verb to say hello. I don't know. uh, but yeah, you can write your questions Um, is there any other tip on how to use or on how to use some these phrasal verbs or very common phrasal verbs? I know you mentioned a lot today.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there any that you frequently use?
Definitely get in, get on, get off, turn on, turn off. Like we always say, can you turn off the lights? Can you turn on the lights? Can you turn on the AC? Can you turn off the AC? Um, can you turn up the heat? Can you turn down the heat? So to turn up the heat means make the room warmer, please. Turn down the heat means it's too hot in here. Please, can you make the room a little cooler for me? Look up. So we always say, look it up, like Google it, look it up, find the information. Um, if I
Hmm.
don't know the vocabulary word, I look it up. I use that one a lot.
Hmm. There's one that is maybe you wanna. I know the meaning, but maybe you wanna tell
Mhm.
us what is the difference between turn on, turn off, turn up, and turn down. How do you use it?
Oh, oh. So, so to turn off means to turn off, just stop the device. To turn up means to make louder, like to go up, to physically raise something up. So you can say turn up the volume when you listen to music. To turn down means to make something lower. So maybe you can say turn up the volume of the music if you like your music nice and loud. Turn down means you're going to physically make it lower. Maybe the volume is just too loud for you. So sometimes when people watch television, they'll say, please turn up the volume or please turn down the volume. You can also do it with the intensity of light. So when light is too bright for you, you can turn down the lights. You will make them less bright, like a dim, like we call it dimming the lights. So turn down the lights or turn up the lights means you need it brighter. You can't see very well. So that's kind of what I picture, I guess.
Good. All right. Well, we have here Yvonne, right?
Hmm.
She's an English teacher. She's from Argentina,
Oh.
from Jujuy province, right? So she's saying that she really enjoys the class. It's very important to listen to native speakers. So
Hmm.
thank you, Yvonne. She's saying phrasal verbs are difficult to learn or to teach sometimes. So practicing them is an excellent advice. Do you agree with your colleague from Argentina?
Yes, I think practice in English is the key to learning it. So if we don't practice and apply, we will never learn it. If we don't speak it, we will never know how we sound and we will never know if we can communicate well. So we need to just, yes, with everything in English, you need to use it and you need to use it in context in your life. It needs to be relevant to you. Yes.
Okay, all right. There you go. So thank you, Ali.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
again for your class. I don't know if you want to just finish the class today. And so thank everybody for listening to today.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for listening and participating. We really appreciate your participation and hope that you can join us um, at CUNY ALI and College of Staten Island. Um, it's always a pleasure to teach and to have students that like to participate. And we always hope that you enjoy learning English with us and that know that learning English can be fun. It's an intense language, but it can be fun and it can be enjoyable, and you will definitely use it in your life. Okay, well, have a very good day. Stay safe and stay healthy. Please follow the rules of your country and your city and stop the spread. So, bye. Stay safe and healthy. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.